Hey Modern Sprouters, do you have a garden jar that's reached the end of its life cycle? Well, great news! Our Replant kit has a brand new look, and I'm going to show you how to bring new life to your old garden jar. Let's get started. In your kit, you will receive organic seeds, plant food, otherwise known as plant fertilizer, the grow medium, which does resemble small rocks, and a set of instructions. Now, let's get planting. Our first step begins at the sink, where we'll take our old grow medium and net pot and give a good rinse. After rinsing, you can dump out your old grow medium and reuse it by adding it to a garden bed or potted plant to add aeration and nutrition to your houseplants. Our next step would be to wash the net pot and the garden jar with hot water and soap. Dishwashing is an option. You must first remove the decorative plastic sleeve around the garden jar. But please note, removing the sleeve will leave you with a clear glass vessel, which will be more susceptible to algae growth. Here's a refresher on how to set up a garden jar. With all our garden jars, you're able to start today, grow organic herbs, and use this reservoir again and again for future growings. Let's get planting. Our first step will be to add water and fill the jar up to the reservoir line. Next, we'll take the net pot and the grow medium, which again does look like rocks, and fill the net pot with the grow medium. We recommend doing this over a sink as you will need to rinse the grow medium to get rid of any extra dust and debris. A pro tip would be to use a strainer to make sure that no rocks or pebbles get stuck in your sink. After rinsing, add the net pot back into the reservoir. The next step is to take your seeds and sprinkle them on top of the grow medium. The seeds can be very small, so make sure every seed gets incorporated. As we mentioned before, the plant fertilizer is to be used later on in the growing process, once plants have reached a couple of inches in height with 2 mature leaves. But for now, take your garden jar and place it by a sunny window or a grow light to supplement in the winter. After a few weeks, you should see some sprouts and are able to use the plant fertilizer. All you have to do is remove the net pot, then refill your garden jar with fresh water. Take about 1/8 of a teaspoon of the plant fertilizer, pour it into the garden jar, and give it a good stir. Then, replace your net pot back into the reservoir and leave by a sunny window to continue the growing process.